Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for a brand new F1 2017 video. We're here for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's I think part 7 of this incredible career mode so far, and unfortunately in Spain the race didn't really go well, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Just go watch the last video. Sorry for not uploading for quite a long time. Schools have started, which means I'm a little bit more busy, but we're still fine to keep making some videos, so don't worry about that. There's still gonna be season 2, season 3. That really doesn't change anything. School doesn't change anything. I'm still gonna upload probably daily. I'm not so sure about that. If not daily, probably day after day. I don't know, something like that. It's you'll see after the next couple of videos. But we're here in Monaco, which is one of the best tracks for the McLaren car, and to be honest, it doesn't really have any straights. Like, the cars can overtake. It's not a track where you can overtake easily. It's got a lot of downforce, and our car, in terms of downforce and aerodynamics, you know, all that thing, the chassis, it's one of the best cars, and probably the third fastest car. So I mean, I would be really happy if I would get a midfield finish in this Grand Prix. Probably a good qualifying session, around 15th or so, and points finishing for the Monaco Grand Prix. I mean, we've got a podium in Russia, so that proves everything that we can do in our McLaren. As you can see, onto the practice station, we are already get a purple on the track acclimatization test. Next up was the time management test, and it was already going really well for me in this practice station. Started off very well with the track acclimatization test, then we had the time management test, which also did go very well. As you can see already from the first lap, just about couldn't get the purple tower there. Just some inches there off the perfect tower, but we get the green result, which is actually, I think, the best we've done so far in this time management test. And then to finish it off, the low tower, perfect result, purple result. It's just incredible. Like, we've already started really nicely into this practice station, like purple in the time management test. I think we've never done this before. And next up was a fuel management test, where I think we got a purple back in Spain, was it? I think in Spain we got a purple on the fuel management test, but yeah, we were now a little bit down the timing, as you can see, but I tried to push a little bit in order to get the result, and as you will see, into the third sector right here, we're going to get the green result for the fuel management test. A little bit harder than the time management test, to be honest. And next up, I tried to go for the purple result, which was about to happen. Once again, I couldn't make it. This time the lap was better, and still the fuel management is still better. But we have one more last lap to go for the purple result, and that's what I actually did. Around in the last corner, as you can see. We're going to get just about a purple result, and that's a 3 out of 3 so far in this practice session, as I missed the first corner there. Gonna go into the off the circuit, but that didn't really matter, because next up was the race strategy test and the qualifying pace test, which were going to be done in the third practice session, just because in the second practice session it was raining, and I didn't really want to go out in wet conditions, because the race is probably going to be on dry. So I tried to make as much time as I could, get as much time out on the track as I can on the dries. That's why we're going on to the third practice session. As you can see, we're doing really good already on the race strategy test, but just about 17 thousandths of a second or something, we get a red lap right here. But next up, we've done pretty well. We were pretty fast there, as you can see, and we needed 3 consecutive green laps in order to get the perfect result, and that's what we actually did, as you can see. Once again, now through the middle sector. Now this section is just wonderful here in Monaco. You just push it a lot, try and go very close to the barriers and gain as much time as you can on the AI. But around this final corner now we go. We're 9 tenths, 8 tenths now up on our target lap time. That's what we're going to do for this penultimate lap, another green lap. And what we need is now our last lap to be once again on green and get the purple result here on the race strategy test. So let's just go for it right now. Final lap, around the final corner once again. We're quite fast, you can see 1 second faster than the target lap time. We really saw that we've got some serious speed here. in Monaco. We seem quite fast, and another purple, 4 out of 4 it is. And last stop is the hardest practice test, I did say, but it's a qualifying pace test. It's a test that you just gotta show your pure speed pretty much. As you can see right here, going through the final corner, and I wasn't really expecting that, but 1.1 second faster than the target lap time. That put us in possible 15th position, at the moment 9th position in the qualifying session. It is just incredible. Like, this is the first time we've had such a good practice session. All purple tests. It just worked out for some weird reason. It all worked out very well. I don't know how did that happen, but yeah, everything was fine. The car is really fast through the corners. It's a track, I know it's the best possible track for the McLaren Honda, but it is better than expected in this qualifying session. So yeah, perfect track optimization test, perfect in the time management test, perfect in the fuel saving test, perfect in the qualifying pace test, perfect in the race strategy test. It's just been the perfect practice session. So without further ado, let's go into qualifying and see if we could go through to Q2 or Q3. You never know what can happen. So yeah, let's go into qualifying and see how well we can do, guys. So here we are on to Q1. This is our first, our second lap. Our first lap set us into P17, which is a really bad lap. It's a 142. I mean, I think we can easily get down to the 130s. That's what we're going to try and do on this lap. As you can see, an improvement of almost 1 second. A bit of a lose the back end there into the last corner, so that's going to cost us a little bit around the 10s or so. But with that lap, 9/10 improvement, 9th place also, and it's a really fast lap. I think that could really put us into Q2. I mean, we're 9th place. There's got to be like 7 cars or something to overtake us in order to get us to make us stay in Q1, but they're not gonna make it. It's P10 for Q1, and as you can see, we're as fast as the Renaults and pretty close to Force India. So a bit of improvement, and we could really be in the top 10 to go into Q3. You never know. Just Dan Ricciardo probably is going to be ahead of us because he just set a lap on the softs, and he's probably, if he puts on the ultra soft, he's going to be just about faster than him. But we're through to Q2, first time into Q2. It's just unbelievable. Like, being in Q2 at the moment is just incredible. So once again, let's go for our second lap on this session, the Q2 session. We're currently in P15, and let's just see if this lap is going to be good enough. Once again, we have an improvement of almost 1 second. This time our exit through the last corner is going to be a little bit better, and this time we're going to gain time. It's an improvement of 1.4 seconds, and yes, we're into P9 and we're into the top 10, and this could really be a position that could get us into Q3. It's just going to be insane. We're going to be in Q3. Like, being in Q2 is by itself incredible in a McLaren Honda, but I mean, I was expecting that, but Q3 is going to be it's just gonna be different to anything else we've done. But my third lap on Q2, as you can see, we're on an improved lap, as you can see, and we're doing quite fine through the last corner. It's an improvement of almost 4 seconds. We've dropped down to P10 as Verstappen has made a lap on the super. We lose the back end there. That's gonna cost us something like a 10th or so. It's a 2/10 improvement, and that put us up into P7. I mean, that must be enough to put us in Q3. Like, I can't do any more laps. The tires are done. Fuel is done. It's gotta be a Q3 lap, this one. Come on. 8 seconds remaining. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yes, we're through. We're through to Q3. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is amazing. That is just amazing. We're through to Q3. Oh my god. We out-qualified Hülkenberg, Grosjean, and Lance Stroll. And we're also ahead of the Force Indias and Max Verstappen. who might have done a lap on the super soft, but we're still faster than him. It's just incredible. We're through to Q3. Get in. And on to Q3 now. We're currently starting P8, which is good, to be honest. But this is my last lap, and it's probably going to be my fastest one. So just go on board with me at the moment. We're already improved there onto turn 1, as you can see. And with 3 minutes remaining on the session, this is going to be our penultimate lap. Actually, not our last lap. We're currently an improvement of 7 tenths. Where is that going to put us? It's P5! We've actually faster than Max Verstappen. P5 ahead of Max Verstappen, behind the Red Bulls, probably the Mercedes and the Ferraris. And we've still got one more lap to do. And could that be... could we even overtake the Mercedes? I don't know. I don't really know. But for the moment, we're on an improved lap, as you can see. Faster, we may cut it with the bar, but thank God we don't have any damage. Into the last corner now. Can we make this an improved lap? Yes, we can, but just by 9,000. We still got time for one more lap. I'm feeling more comfortable in this car lap after lap, so I'm going to go for the final lap of this qualifying session. It's Q3, currently starting P5. I mean, we've got to secure P5 for the moment. If not overtake probably Bottas, it would be amazing to overtake a Mercedes in the qualifying session. We're currently 4 tenths faster than our previous lap, which is our fastest lap. Now 5 tenths, we're just smashing it through the middle sector there, and onto the third sector once again. The final corners of this Monaco qualifying session. Can we go nicely through the last corner? It's a nice exit, but not just good enough to gain some time on our previous lap. Is it going to be better? I think it's P4. I think it's P4. Oh no, come on. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, it's a perfect result, but if you saw that, if you pause the video on the top left corner, it said P4, but probably Bottas improved. But look at this. Look at this. Would you believe this? Would you believe this? It's just insane. First things first, we're through to Q3. Next up, we actually out-qualified both the Red Bulls and the Williams and the Force Indias. Like, we're pretty much the third fastest car at that point. The third fastest driver, or I should say the fifth fastest driver, in probably the third fastest car, even though Alonso did not even go into Q2. Just saying that because Fernando was faster than me in all qualifying sessions, but here in Monaco, I just destroyed him. Like, pretty much destroyed him. And also, only 2 tenths behind Bottas and Raikkonen, and only 4 tenths behind the pole man, the pole seater, who is Lewis Hamilton. Could we even consider a race win? I don't know. Just go into the race and see what is going to happen in the Monaco Grand Prix.
It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
So here we are on the grid, and there's an incredible surprise. We've got a surprise from the FIA. No, seriously, the Ferraris have got grid penalties. I don't know if it's for gearbox or something. They've changed something either on the engine or they've changed the gearbox, and they got grid penalties, and that is actually putting us in P3. And what can I see? A little bit of rain there. We can see rain. It's intermediate conditions, and yeah, just a little bit of let's just remind you of what happened last time when we had a wet race. Podium position. It was a podium position in Russia, and this time we're starting from a podium position. We're starting from P3, so I'm gonna dare to say it, a good start and we could be in the lead. That's just what I need. I just need a good start, and that's all we need to get this race win here in Monaco. I know I'm too optimistic for this race, but how can I not be? Like, we qualify in P5, then the Ferraris get grid penalties, we're into P3, everything's just working out for us for some. It's just incredible already. On to the start now. It's 3 lights, 4 lights, and now 5 lights. It's lights out of the way we go. Bottas gets off to a good start. Hamilton doesn't really get off to a good start. He can't accelerate the car. nicely, and into turn 1 now. We're gonna be wide, 3 wide into turn 1. No, Bottas actually leaves the position for Massa. Can we overtake Hamilton? Yes, we can. And we're into the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix. It's an incredible start. It's the start that we all needed for this Monaco Grand Prix. Can Hamilton go up the inside now in terms of the outside? Can he make the move stick? No, he quietly can. And oh, he's been touched, I believe, from Felipe Massa right here. But yeah, Massa went up into P3 there with move on Valtteri. But I think he's been squeezed, Valtteri, as we went 3 wide into turn 1. I think he's been squeezed by his teammate, and then Massa got the opportunity and grabbed the opportunity and went on to P3. But for the moment, we're leading the Monaco Grand Prix, and as you can see on lap 5, we're even building a gap from Hamilton. It's just, we seem to have pace. Like, that start was just incredible. As you can see, fastest lap right here by me. But that start really is going to help us for the rest of the race. We're currently leading, and we're not going to be like stuck behind Hamilton or anything. And on lap 11, what happened is that my tires are starting to wear out, and our gap to Hamilton is 3 seconds, but my tires are a little bit worn out, so we might be considering a pit stop very soon. And as you can see on lap 17, Hamilton is catching up to us, and he's pretty close to us, probably a second or so, some tenths or something. So he got up to us, but there you go, first sector. We're doing a fastest first sector, and that's why I'm going to try and get away from Hamilton as soon as possible. But the race is going pretty nicely, I should say. We're leading a Grand Prix in a McLaren Honda. I know it's Monaco and it is wet conditions, everything is working absolutely perfectly for us, but still, you've got to drive well enough on those wet conditions in order to be quite fast. But there you go, fastest lap already. As Hamilton caught up to us, we set the fastest lap just to get away from him again. But on lap 21, I think it's time for a scheduled pit stop. I mean, Hamilton has pitted, so I'm not going to risk it and stay out for any longer. I'm going to go into the pit stops. I was considering switching to dries because the track is drying out, as you can see. But why are you ready, you? 3.8 pit stop. 3.8 pit stop. Is that really the case? 3.8 pit stop from McLaren. Is it going to be close now for Hamilton? If that's Hamilton, he could even overtake us into turn 1. We're going to have the inside line. I think that's Hamilton. He's something like 10 behind us, but no! We've exited the pit stop in front of Hamilton. It's just right behind us, Hamilton. Can he go for the move there? No, he can't. Vettel sets the fastest lap. Hamilton really close to us. The undercut almost worked out for Hamilton. I mean, if we would have stayed one more lap out, we wouldn't have pitted, he would have been in the lead at the moment. But we made the right strategy choice, pit choice. Call it as you call it, however you want. But we're leading the race. That's what counts. And on lap 24, you see the gap is just, well, do I really need to tell you what the gap is? I mean, the gap is huge. As we set the fast lap, 124.9. And all I can say is just we just have an incredible pace at that point. Like, look at this 6.1 gap from Hamilton, and I don't know how is this happening. We have an incredible pace. The entirety of this race has been great. Like, the gap of Hamilton has gone only to 6 tenths at some point, and we set another fastest lap. But yeah, everything is working fine for this Grand Prix. So a bit of an intervention there from Julian2395. For anyone wondering who the heck he is, he's a guy that I've collaborated with and we're doing videos together. But apparently, I'm a slow driver. I don't know how can you explain this, Julian, but I'm currently leading in the freaking McLaren Honda in Monaco. explain that, I guess, in order to be slow. But on lap 39, the gap is still huge for Hamilton and Vettel. I mean, I don't really care about the cars behind. I'm 9 seconds in front of Hamilton, ahead of Hamilton. But we're leading the race, and an incredibly good statistic for this race. We haven't lost the lead of the race for a single lap. Yeah, we've been leading from turn 1 till this lap. We even made a pit stop, and we kept on leading the race. I mean, that just explains itself. What an incredible race we've just had here in Monaco. P3 from qualifying, actually P5. Great position in P3, and we're gonna come across the line to get our first ever victory in the McLaren Honda. I mean, I'm just sucked at the moment. I just can't believe. I might not saw it, but I'm just really happy. I don't know how to explain this. Like,
So,
this has
another
been
fantastic
just
victory
an
for
incredible
McLaren
race.
today.
We've had an incredible pace and everything. It's just
Anthony,
our
what do you
first
think made
ever
the
win
difference
in the
here?
McLaren
I feel like
Honda.
consistency was probably the key
I
today.
just can't believe it.
There's
It's also
being
in
quick, and then
Monaco.
there's being quick lap after lap
The
after lap.
feelings are just,
If you
I'm
can
just
do
so
that,
happy at that
you can
point.
capitalise on other
can't-
people's errors without
can't
making many of
explain
your
this,
own.
like,
And that's
What
an
an
approach that can push
incredible
you a
race.
long way
The
up the
pace
field.
was amazing. Like, I can't explain it. I'm
Well,
out of
this is
words.
it. This is where they all want to be. Here come the top 3 then, out onto the podium after a fascinating Grand Prix.
Passion there. Time for champagne, I guess. We've won the Monaco Grand Prix. I can't believe this. Like, I wasn't expecting a win before I saw that we were starting from P3 in the grid. Like, it's just I just can't believe it. It's just amazing. I know we started from P3. We got into the lead of the race by turn 1, and that made things easier. But I mean, I had a good start, and I got P1 fair and square. I just overtook the 2 Mercedes in the beginning of the race, and from then on we just had a really good pace, and we led the race from then on. And as you can see already, from the fastest laps, I mean, look how much faster than we were from the Mercedes drivers. Only Sebastian and Kimi Raikkonen were just close to us, but not even that. Like, they were quite far off the pace of me. Like, my pace was just out of this world. I don't know what made the McLaren work so nice here in Monaco. I know we've got a great package for our dynamic tracks and slow and fast corner tracks, and not like tracks that have a lot of straights. But to be honest, like, who was expecting a victory? I don't know if you were expecting this, but at that point I'm just really happy about the result. We've also got quite a lot of research points. We've also got a great score from Fernando Alonso in our rivalry. We're now 5 points, as I could call them, behind. And also the reputation level, look at this. Williams, Force India, Renault, Toro Rosso, Haas and Ferrari. 2 wonders to drive apparently for their team. But we'll see until the end of the season if I'm gonna leave for a different team. I don't really want to leave for another team, because I want to improve McLaren Honda, and get them back to the winning, to make them a top team. But I know this is gonna take us quite a long time. But if I get an offer from like a top team like Ferrari or let's say Red Bull or Force India, I might consider moving out of McLaren. I don't know. I mean, if Ferrari gives an offer, I'm gonna go to Ferrari. For a different team, I don't know. It's gonna take us some time to consider our decision about if we stay to McLaren or move to a different midfield team. But at that point, season is going really well. 40 points, 7th in the driver standings. Even though the first 2 races were bad, the podium in Russia and the win here in Monaco has really helped us out. Imagine we would have got some points in Spain, but apparently we couldn't do that because of the freaking engine, even though we had the pace in the wet. And in terms of constructors, we're 4th as a team, so that means theoretically that we have the 4th fastest car, even though we don't. We have the like, we've got one of the slowest car. I mean, Zauber's got the slowest car, but apparently for me personally, we've got the slowest car. Like, in tracks like Monza, Spa, in all tracks except Spain, let's say Hungary, Singapore, Japan, and Monaco. And also Azerbaijan would be good. I don't know. We've got the huge straight, which is going to cost us a lot of time, but we'll see about that. I mean, this was just probably the best episode ever. We started off the weekend perfectly with practice, so all perfect result in the practice session, a good qualifying session, first time moving to Q2, next first time moving into Q3, first time qualifying in top 5, then the Ferraris get penalties, we're into P3, get the lead already from turn 1, and just an incredible race from then on, an incredible pace. So that's where I'm gonna end this video. Sorry for not uploading once again for quite a while, but don't worry, we're gonna be back to almost daily uploading, like day after day uploading, I should say. Probably one video every 2 days, something like that. We'll see what is gonna happen. It depends on how busy I am in the next couple of days. But that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye, lads.